That man was so pivotal in shifting my calibration for me that even though it didn't work, that was a blessing in itself.
There it is. Okay, so as we wrap up, get into your business just a little bit, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're sharing a lot. You already done beat me up for session after session. So as transparent and as candid as you would like to be, you said, like, literally there's been 4 times that you've almost went down the altar.
I almost went down.
Yeah. Well, taking the long walk.
I'm making that long haul.
Why hasn't it worked? And whose fault is it? Because you've been talking about accountability. You've been talking about high functioning, and you literally told me that I'm probably in my situation because of the type of high functioning and low functioning people I'm choosing.
Yep.
Why hasn't it worked for you? Because
for the first few, I was low functioning, and I was still in my healing journey. And so I law of attracted low functioning. And
in the first, you're saying that happened all 4 or just the first?
The first, I would say like the first 2 or 3. Definitely low functioning of myself. So
when you say that, because I want you to break that down, like what?
Yes, up in the comments. Y'all know how I do. Also, if y'all want to join the $1,000 giveaway, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel and go follow me on Instagram at 200_acres. And the giveaway, I will be doing the giveaway October 22nd. You don't want to miss it. But here we go again. Another city girl life coach, relationship coach that's not in a relationship. Just don't understand it, bro. I swear. Y'all, especially females, bro, y'all fall for anything just because somebody got a degree. I don't care about a degree. I don't care how many degrees you got. I don't care how many finance degrees you got. You can't teach me how to be a millionaire if you're not a millionaire. I'm sorry. I'm not listening to you. You feel me? She like, to me, the female version of Steve Harvey. I'm not listening to you. Bro, you lame, bro. I'm not saying she lame, but I'm saying Steve Harvey lame. Telling people how to be in a relationship, but you a simp. You've been a simp your entire life. You feel me? She not even in a relationship. Why you listen to relationship advice from her? I'm not going to nobody. The only person, you have to be married for longer than me for me to listen to you about marriage advice. Don't give me no marriage advice if you're not married. I'm not listening to you. That's just that. But we're going to hear what the city girl single relationship coach got to say to Nick Cannon. We reacted to her, what she said to Cam, but let's see what she got to say to him.
What were you desiring? How were you low functioning that found things that where you thought this was your match, this was your person, and then it still didn't go through because you were low functioning?
I take accountability. It was my fault because I knew all of them were not my person from the beginning.
So, and there is a person, there's one person out there for you?
I don't think there's one person. I think that there's many people that are for everyone. I think that is just
so you're a type of person, you're a person that's on your frequency.
The type of person that you feel I want to do this with you forever. I think that's your person. If that happens 4 or 5 times, hey, that's amazing. You know, for me, I knew that I didn't want to do any of them forever. Not because they weren't great men. I knew subconsciously that I was choosing because they were what I needed for that season. And I, got.
So y'all just let her get away with this dumb, bro. She better not bring God into this either. She better not do it. Because that's what these women love to do. They love to bring God into their degeneracy. She goes to say she was with 5 different men, but she knew these men wasn't men that she was going to spend a long haul with. Well, why was you even with them? For what? What you doing? Y'all just clapping? You feel me? What y'all doing? Like, for what? Why'd you with me? You're 41. Come on, bro. Bro. So that's what she literally said that. I knew these guys, they were here for a season. What season? Like, you knew you wasn't about to marry them. They just here. Man, bro. 5 different men, though. This ain't just one. 5. So 5, how many seasons you need?
I caught up in, we're here, this man is amazing, faithful as hell, loves me, takes full care of me, even though I'm in my unprofessional field. And so I learned not to thrive, but to survive in that. And because I'm a little girl who grew up surviving and not thriving, I didn't understand what thriving was yet. And so I allowed my survival mechanism and my lack of sense of self, right, and my brokenness to choose what it needed there. And because it chose something that allowed me to stay broken, I stayed longer. Does that make sense? Because what they were feeding me, which was allowing me to be toxic, allowing me to be dysfunctional in that relationship, and even allowing me sometimes to be abusive, even if it was verbally in that relationship, without fleeing, because these men were not fleers, without fleeing or at least saying, hold on, this is not cool. We got to figure this out. It was just, I love you. And like you were saying about these babies being number one, you can run amok and I'm going to be right here for the muck 2 or 3. That may be what we want coming from abandoned little control freaks, but that ain't what we need. And so when I had that, all it did was inflame the dysfunction that I was.
Right.
Luckily, I was able to look in the mirror and say, hold on, I'm looking at all this inflammation. I don't want this with me and my husband. I don't want this for my kids. I don't want this for me as a woman. I don't want this for my other relationships. And then when I pulled out other relationships, I ended up doing a lot of looking at myself. So over this 4 years I've been single, I have said no before the ring. I've said no at the conversation of, I would love to marry you. I didn't say no bluntly, but I said, look, that's not something I'm ready for now.
Right.
Maybe we could take a little slow. But in 4 years.
So this is what I'm trying to figure out. If you're a relationship coach, this is what you do. You coach people. Why couldn't you coach yourself during all them other relationships? Man, I'm gonna have to get my organ. Bro. So you just said you did this 5 times. So I'm thinking you would fix the second time what you messed up on the first time. Okay, well, you know what? 2 times ain't bad. But I would think, well, if I messed up twice, maybe I should get it right on the 3rd time. But 5 times? Bro. Yeah, bro. I swear, I'd be like one of the first ones calling out these scam coaches. And she charging y'all to fix something that she can't even fix for herself. Man.
And I say this with all humility. I promise all humility. Whatever it is that I calibrate, whatever it is in me, whatever daddy issues my father made sure I did not have.
Right.
There's something about me, I'm not joking, that calibrates really good men who are ready to get married. And so this is why I say it's not their fault,
right,
because these men wasn't no infidelity. Right. These men they weren't beating on me. Yeah. I attract good men, but I wasn't in the space of being ready to marry them because I needed them to be good
too, though.
Yeah,
like you talking
but
about,
I needed them to be good. But
yeah.
I needed them to be good for me, Nick, because I needed something good to be reflected on me, if that makes sense, for my healing journey.
Right.
And so once I was
that don't make sense. It don't make no bit of sense, bro. Like, this is how 304s in disguise talk. I promise you, y'all ain't gonna never hear a breakdown on her as real as me, because everybody just look at her degrees. I don't give a crap about degree. I just don't care. I'm looking at her. I'm looking into her soul. I know what type of person this is. She's a 304 in disguise. The reason she ain't settled down because she liked getting piped from different men. That's the truth. That's hands down. Hey, y'all need to set up a debate with me and her, because Nick Cannon, he bought by the establishment. He only can say certain things. Cam Newton, he's a real cool, you know what I'm saying, laid back guy. Me, I'm gonna say what I feel, because what I'm gonna lose? I ain't gonna lose no sponsorships or nothing. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? They need to give me a debate, and I'm gonna tell her the truth. The reason she not settled down yet, because she still gotta she like the multiple. She like to get piped every now and then, because you ain't finna tell me she just celibate. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. This is just what it is.
To see that, I'm able to go into, okay, this is what I know I need to do And there's a lot of checkmating of myself. There's a lot of ways I refuse to ever show up with a man. There's a lot of alpha things that I would never say or do with a man because of me calling off and because of those men being amazing enough to stick through my BS and let me run amok. But they were, say it again with all respect, they were like buffers. And it's not in a bad way. I'm saying they were those buffers that were just sturdy oaks. And from an abandoned little girl, what do you think we need most? We need someone who's going to be a sturdy oak. You never leave. You never leave, no matter what I put you through. Right? No matter how toxic I am, you ain't going to leave. No matter how many times I flee, you ain't going to leave.
So then maybe, I mean, again, because there's a lot of women out there who feel that their independence is so strong that they don't need a man in their experience. So like what, again, as I tap into my fatherhood, I'm telling my daughter, like, you can have one if you want one.
That's what my dad used to tell me. Baby, he gave me a ring on my ring finger at 16 and said, beautiful, whole lot of diamonds. Like, don't take it off till a man gives you a ring. Well, I've had 4 of them. But he also said, baby, you know, you're successful, you're a powerhouse, you ain't got to marry. But I explained to him, Daddy, but I am.
So why does a strong woman want to marry?
Because it does give some completion to the completion, if that makes sense. For me, I want to be a mom. So that's important to me, right? But I want a family, not just kids. Otherwise, I can adopt. Obviously, I can financially afford it. But and I want that family dynamic.
You want the traditional household.
I want the traditional household. Will it look like tradition? Maybe not.
Right.
I think for me, being a successful woman, the biggest thing has been, and the biggest conversation with my father and my uncle Montel is, Shy, what if you make more than him? Are you okay with that? Because there was a time where I wasn't okay with it. And now I've gotten to a place where I do so well, you know, that I'm saying, well, if he does make a little less, but he can't,
so you
but
get
he
a
can
bus
provide.
driver and a janitor a shot.
You know, if the janitor owns a janitorial company.
Oh, see, now he got to own the whole damn company.
But this
he
is the
can't
thing.
just be a good janitor.
Let me say this. It doesn't matter how much more I make than him. If he can provide for us and provide a quality of.
All I'm going to say is this. I don't have no problem with how she lived her life or what she choose to do. My problem comes in is when you try to go and teach other people how to live their life. Like, this is your job and you get paid to do it. When you clearly not in that space, you're not, to me, just because you read a book and got a doctorate, don't mean you're qualified to actually help these people. I'm sorry. Like, that's that. You feel me? I know y'all independent women who also single gonna come for me in the comments, but I don't care. This just the truth. You feel me? I would never learn how to grow on YouTube from somebody who just read a whole bunch of books on YouTube, but don't got a YouTube channel. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be, like I said in the last video with her, you have to be in the fire. You have to be in there. That's how you can really learn and actually teach people. You feel me? But we're going to end it out and get out of here.
Life for us, I don't really give it.
But
I don't care.
You're the one that's doing that.
For myself.
But if you're clearly at a level where you can take care, like, so he don't necessarily got to put, and he could be a provider and a protector without
my man financially.
Yeah.
I don't, for me personally, I wouldn't, only because it would put me too much in an alpha space.
Y'all would be equally yoked.
And then I don't know how much my old norm would not come out. And because I know myself,
that we be
that respect
searching for when we enter the house wouldn't be
when
there.
you say daddy's home, that means more than just your home and your present.
So now you just narrowed your circle so much smaller, because now you got to have a high functioning, high value.
Yes.
Like,
and let me tell you something though.
Rich ass man.
Or at least if he ain't rich, he got to be doing something that makes. I'm not saying rich. He just has to be
rich in spirit.
This is what I've learned, Nick. This is what I've learned. I've learned that it's not the amount of money that someone makes that creates the quality of life. Because I have constituencies that make way less and way more than me.
Right.
And my constituents that make way more, I'm talking about extra economically more than me, I live the same quality of life they do.
So you just want somebody with some initiative and some aspirations and
I'm
dreams.
41. So somebody who he ain't. I'm not,
Is he done dreaming?
I mean,
can he be a? Well, I did want to say this because I did get on the way she was dressed last time. Now this dress is very appropriate. It looks very nice, very professional. Just a beautiful dress, and she's dressed really nice. But the last one, like I say, I had to get on her for that. But that one, that dress, she's dressed really nice.
He still ain't came back.
Can we please, my Jesus? You know, Jesus,
you want a single,
Jesus could carry the cross.
rich,
Jesus could be
high functioning, smart.
Yes.
That nigga is
Jesus
not. He got
Jesus
bitches.
Jesus could be crucified and saved and resurrected. Yes, God, bring me Jesus.
There is no single man with no kids that is rich.
Nick,
I date them. Does not know.
I date them.
I
date them all the time.
They ain't where they at.
Baby, I date them.
And then she goes to say, I date them. Yo, she's making her case worse and worse and worse. Nick Cannon literally telling you, like, bro, you can't, this man don't exist. She's saying she date them. You 41 and you talking about you date them? This is y'all coach. This is y'all coach. This is who y'all listen to. This is who y'all look up to. I swear, in the comments, wait, I want to hit my dog. But in the comments, all I see is, oh, she done read Nick Cannon. Oh, she done did this. She done told this person. She ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying nothing. She exposing herself to be a 304 in disguise. She's a 304 with money. She date them, no, they clapping. And they leaving. They not marrying her. Come on, I date them. They haven't married you. Whole point. But hey, I'm going to end the video right there. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the video in the comments, man. And like, bro, these comedians, I just can't stand them. Like that one, Tyrese, she in the same boat as Tyrese X. She's one of them. What's the other YouTuber? God dang, what's her name? Can't stand her too. Boy, I can't. The one who was on the MTR show acting freaky and bro, I can't stand her. She just the super 304. You feel what I'm saying? But they find a way to get in this relationship space. Bro, I don't know what's wrong with these folks, man. Put y'all cash up. Wait, dang. I just said that already. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Y'all, yeah, be safe out there, kings and queens. Let's get it, man.